Manila-based mobile application Kumu aims to reach greater heights while keeping its goal of connecting our kababayans living overseas. With more people turning to online apps amid this COVID-19 pandemic, what's next for this live streaming giant? Let's find out from one of its co-founders, Rexy Dorado, who joins us tonight on The Final Word. Rexy, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations for being one of Forbes 30 under 30 winners this year.
Hi, Rico. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And yeah, it's definitely, I'm just one of a team of people who've been working the past three years to build this. And,
it's a team
and we're
effort.
just,
It's a team effort. But I want to find out from you, Rexy, why the word Kumu? I'm sure the Gen Z generation knows why it's Kumu, but for me, who belongs to the 60s and the 70s, why did you name this app Kumu?
Yeah, Kumu is it's short for Kumusta. So we started as a messenger app back in 2018, and that was that was something that just made sense for a messenger at the time. And then when we decided that live streaming was actually where we want to focus, it just kind of carried over, and it still makes sense. I think it's really all about connection and meeting people. So it's Kumusta is still at the heart.
So kamusta ka, Rexy, to this very successful social media platform. But you know what? You are up against very popular global social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and the list goes on. Was there that fear with you and your partners that you would fail, that you won't be recognized?
Yeah, I think there was always that question, and I think even now it's still on us to make sure that we're relevant and that we break through, right? But what we've seen from the beginning was just that there was the Philippines is the most, in a lot of ways, the most social media kind of active country in the world, and also one of the kind of biggest creative hotspots, right? And people who have musical talent, just who want to express themselves. There's the Philippines is unparalleled when it comes to that in a lot of ways, and there's really not a platform that focuses on it. One, and there was also just not a lot of platforms that focus on kind of this real-time deep engagement rather than just scrolling through as many posts as you can, and two, this kind of uncompromising focus on positivity, authenticity, acceptance, which we've
why do you mention that word, Rexy, positivity? Because you know what? With the power of users on social media apps, sometimes it can really be very toxic, and hate gets around, and cyberbullying. But what you promote on Kumu is positivity. Why do you have this code? Why do you have this policy in your platform?
I mean, for us, it's, I think that's something that we wish we could see in every social platform, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of the mainstream platforms out there, they're driven by advertising and dependent on advertising, which just means that whatever, or the most important thing is for you to kind of stay and and scroll through as much pieces of content as possible, because that's what grows the business. For us, our core is more of this economy where if you like a piece of content and if you like a streamer, then you support them directly,
right?
And you send them a virtual gift, and they earn a share of that. And I think what that allows us to do is we really focus not on like how many pieces of content you look at, but really how deeply do you engage, and how happy does this make you? But
Rexy, you have close to 10 million users. How can you monitor if there's cyberbullying and trolling? What do you do?
Yeah, for us, it's similar to not completely the same, but it's similar in a lot of ways to how Wikipedia does its content moderation, how sites like Reddit do, which is we really rely on the community. We have these 13,000 power users. They organize themselves in kingdoms, clans, teams of people that they've all met on Kumu, but they have this strong bond with each other and with the platform, and they're our moderation force, and they kind of look at all the content on a 24/7 basis and make sure that it upholds the positivity and positivity, acceptance, and authenticity kind of standards that we set.
Yeah. So Rexy, the digital and online ways of living will definitely stay even past this pandemic that we're all being challenged with. What is next for Kumu? What is the next level? Because you have made your mark here in the Philippines. Is the global marketplace the next step for Kumu?
Yes, yes and no. So yes, for sure. But also at the same time, we feel there's just a lot to grow in the Filipino market still. This June, so January last year, we were at about 60 people who were earning a full-time income from live streaming on Kumu. By the end of the year, or by this January, we hit about 1,000 people, and we still feel like that's, that part can still grow another 10x, as well as things like live commerce and also like a small supplementary advertising business. All of those things,
right,
can grow a lot still in the next couple of years just within the Philippines. But we are having those conversations also of what this could look like in the global market.
A lot of potential upside for your social media platforms. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Rexy Dorado, co-founder of Kumu.